Hi, I'm Despa Robinson. You're watching B83, and this is another episode of Meet the Artist. And today I have with me Romey.
Well, go on to see.
Yes, Roms. Thanks for coming in, bro.
No problem, fam. I've been waiting, fam.
You're waiting.
Man's been waiting.
You got
waiting,
a lot to get off your
Nah,
chest.
not even that, fam. I feel like there's certain things that need to be said. And
Yeah.
people are not saying them, so.
Okay.
It's one of them ones, innit?
It's going to be interesting. First of all, though, anyway, how are you?
I'm okay, fam. I can't complain. I
Yeah.
have nothing to complain about right now.
How's life? How's fatherhood? Because I know you're a new father. Newish.
Fam. It's just, every day is different, innit?
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing the same when it comes to babies. Especially when they're so young. It's just like, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know. It's just mad, fam. And it's worrying as well. Because you just think, oh, it's just a baby. Fam, you don't know, you get me? Like, you don't know, fam. You don't know.
There's a lot can go wrong.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, oh, man. So, yeah, it's good, though, man. Like, it helps you. It helps you in a lot of ways. More than one.
How old is?
He's just turned, he's going to be 10 months in about 2 weeks. 2 weeks, yeah. Yeah, fam. It's going too quick, fam.
Is he sleeping okay yet? Or
You know, at first, yeah, he was sleeping all the way through. And now he started to wake up. At some mad times, gets up, I'm just hearing him gurgling to himself. And I'm like, is this geezer awake? Like, what are you doing? Go back to sleep. And he's like, he thinks it's playtime, and I'm thinking, nah, it's not that, man. Just go back to sleep.
Bro, you've got a lot of years ahead of you of
I can tell.
times when the child thinks it's playtime when it's not playtime, bro. You say it's changed you in a way. How do you feel?
Yeah, because I'm more, what's the word now? I'm more exclusive with my time now.
Okay, yeah.
It helps you plan stuff better because I can't just get up and be like, yeah, I'm going here or I'm going there. I have to think about him and what I have to do for him, and it helps you prioritize way better as well instead of just thinking, oh, because if I didn't have you, I'd probably be doing something stupid. Do you know what I mean? And it kind of keeps you in a place where you think to yourself, I ain't just got to think about me. I have to make sure that he has me about. So it's just one of them ones. I ain't got no complaints about fatherhood. I know people say it's hard. It is hard, but at the same time, it's like, fam, it's a night. I can't explain it, but it's a very good.
It's as humans, it's what we're supposed to be here for. So it's really usually the best thing that you go through and have to experience.
Literally, yeah. I ain't got no complaints about it, fam. It's proper sick, man. It's sick. Like, especially, you know what? You know, you have that moment and you stare at them, you're thinking, I made that person. It's weird, fam.
It still happens all the time to me.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I just look at my daughter and I'm just like,
it must be even more intense because you can talk to her, innit? Like, and you're thinking, man, having a big conversation with somebody that I've created. It's crazy, fam.
And the thing is as well, you'll get to this point, is that when they're having a conversation back with you, you're getting back all that you've put in to them as well. Yeah. So it's like, it's weird. Like, she's like 4.5 now, so we're having conversations. I'm knowing that she's saying things back to me that I've drilled into her when she's.
So like, you know she's paying attention. Yeah,
it's like,
sick.
Like, it's interesting. It's cool. No, but I'm glad it's had a good effect on you.
Yeah, man.
Like, musically, where are you at the moment?
Well, I'm just getting back into the bounce of things really because like I went mad quiet like last year times because my heart wasn't in it, fam. I just thought, you know, when your heart's not in something, you can't force it. Yeah. And I can't force no feeling, fam. So but right now, my little brother had to come to me on some fix up kind of wave. So I was just like, alright, then cool. So I just thought, bruv, I feel like I can make music. I feel like I've been given this talent for a reason, so I might as well use it. Like, why am I just acting like I don't care about it when I know that I do? So I just had to like kind of put myself back in the mode of doing music instead of just thinking to myself, but nah, I ain't doing this. I've had to force myself into it, and through forcing myself, I've found my comfort zone again, and I'm like, yeah, cool, let's go in it. Yeah. So it's that I feel confident about it. I feel very confident about it. But I'm just working on an EP. Just out of the blue thing, I was sitting there. Fam, I could literally put out probably 5 mixtapes. The amount of music that is on my computer, I'm looking at it.
You see that much?
Fam.
I need to hear some, man.
Fam, trust me.
Stop holding out on me, bro.
Yo, I need to start holding out on myself. I'm listening like, when did I make this? When I have to start thinking like, nah, this is getting ridiculous. I need to get it out there now. So I just sat down there and I said to myself, yo, I just need to make an EP or something. So I had a conversation with my brother. He was like, yo, just slap out that EP, video, do whatever you need to do. It's like, let people hear it because people think that you're not working. I'm like, true, but it is what it is. People don't know what you do, you don't tell them, so it's one of them things, in it. So I've just said to myself, you know what, let me just put this EP out and then show people.
What's it called?
I haven't even given it a title yet.
No title, you got a date yet? Or anything?
25th.
Interesting.
25th
what, this month?
Feb, this month,
You need to set a date. I mean, not a date, a name. Let people know what the...
But you know what, it's a picture, of a tornado,
I like
on a road. So I'm thinking, do I title it and take away from the picture, or do I just let people look at the picture and say, let me see what this kid, what is this about? Because why has he done that?
Yeah.
So I want to see if it's gonna. I don't know yet. It depends how I feel. When it comes closer to the date, then I'll think, okay, what am I doing with this? But for now, I'm just gonna leave it as the picture.
Talk about the picture actually. Did you choose the photo yourself, or did you have a designer? Because I've always liked your art direction on your covers. You've had a few interesting mixtape covers. I think I'll put a few up if we can.
Yeah.
There was the one, I think was it the 5
with
that
the
was
5 hand,
the hand, and there was something in the, it was like something with the coke. What was that now?
Which one?
I don't know. There's like a picture. I think it had coke on the front of the.
Oh, when it's got 5 written in it.
Yeah. It's like, it seems like there's some thought that goes into the design and the branding of your covers. I want to talk to you about that.
Basically, I choose everything myself. Basically, because I like pictures that make me think. Are pictures that I use for my covers, because I know it's gonna make people think, why has he done that? Or they're gonna question. Like, you see the picture where I wrote the 5 in the, let's say, dust.
Yeah.
Where I wrote it, I wrote it in that. Yeah. I know people are gonna think, what's that? And why has he done that?
Yeah.
But it's one of them ones, innit? Like, you either like it or you don't, and that's just how I look at stuff. I think to myself, you know what? Let me just put this out there. Because when I did it and I took the picture, who was it with? I can't remember who I was with, but they were like, yo, that's sick, you know, like, what made you think of doing that? I was like, I don't know, I'm just sitting there, bruv. But everything, I want it to raise like a question of, why has he done that? If he doesn't do that, then I'm not gonna use it as a cover. Like,
well, that's the thing, I can remember your covers.
Yeah.
And
there you go,
you mentioned a new one.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, this is a thing that I actually remembered.
Yeah.
Every cover that you put on Instagram, I'm like, what's that, bruv? Like, what made you do that? This is something people, I think artists don't always focus on their branding or the perception of the artwork, the concepts, I think, as much. Whereas it seems with you, the way you position that, it seems like you do put a lot of thought into it. So
yeah, I'm an artistic person anyway. I like art. People don't know that about me. I like looking at art and all that stuff like that. But when I'm looking at these covers, or when I'm making the cover, because the 5 thing just was like, I literally took that in my room, fam.
Is that the hand?
Yeah.
But see, it looks like art though. It's just a hand.
It's just a hand.
5, but the way you framed it, the way it looks like an art piece.
And I've got the band, the Depz band, and my other brethren that passed away band on the picture, and I've done that on purpose to, like, it's the 5, but these men are here with me like this. So I do everything on purpose or with purpose. So it's one of them ones, fam.
It's like definitely a thing.
Yeah.
You say, you know, last year you weren't in the zone musically, and you weren't there. You had to find the zone for yourself again. I mean, what was it that took you out of the zone of wanting to do music and being able to do it?
Boy, so where do I start? Basically, obviously, we all know Depz passed away. That was the first blow. That was kind of making me think. At first, it was like, I need to do this, but then after a while, you know, when you're going through the mourning process.
Yeah, the grieving process.
The grievance process, and you're dealing with that. At first, you kind of push it to the back. You try hard to push it to the back of your head instead of facing it. And that's what I did. Instead of just being like, okay, this has happened. Let's keep it moving and keep him here and here. I was just like, it didn't happen. He's somewhere else. Let's keep it like that's not happening, kind of thing. But when I started to sit down, fam, and I started to think, it's like, whoa. And then everything started to slow down for me, fam. Like, at first I was like, bing, 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 bing. Everything started to slow down. And it was like, yo, what am I doing, fam? And then I just I can't even explain it, but I just lost something in me just went.
Yeah.
Because I know it did, because people were saying to me, yo, what's going on with you, fam? Like, you're moving different, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yo, I don't know, because you don't understand it while you're dealing with it, but it's until you step out of it is when you can say, right, that's what was going on.
Yeah.
So that happened, and then after that, like a year after that, my other brethren, JDO, passed away, and he was like, bro, what is going on?
Was it a heart attack?
Yeah, the heart attack. So, because he was like, he's my age, fam, a couple months older than me, so it was kind of like, whoo. So that made me just mad paranoid, like, okay, then I need to fix up, because I can't have that happening to me. But it's kind of mad though, fam, because the week, me and him sat down and had a conversation while he was in hospital, and he said to me, he's like, yo, I'm gonna die, you know, fam. I was like to him, why are you talking like that? I say that not of someone that's not in this position. Why are you talking like that for? He's the one dealing with everything he's dealing with. I can't say to him, you can't talk like that. You can, if that's how you feel, fam, then freaking out. I can only be here to give you positive energy, but
yeah.
But when he told me that, fam, I was like, rah. And then the next day, my girlfriend told me she was pregnant. And then a few days after that, he passed away. And I didn't even get to tell him that, yo. But I remember seeing him with his daughter and that. And I'm saying to him, I want to have a you know, fam. He's like, nah, man. He's like, just wait. I'm like, I can't see you with seeing that connection and thinking, oh, tell me, wait. No, fam, I'm not waiting. I want a you right now, fam. I want that connection, fam. That's mad. But yeah, so that kind of knocked me off, and then I started to deal with, like, what is it called, anxiety disorder and all that, and I was having panic attacks, brother. I just didn't understand where it was all coming from.
You think that was, having lost two people so young, do you think that was like a paranoia of, like, wondering if it was going to happen to you?
Yeah, definitely, fam. Definitely I went through, because the anxiety made it way worse. There's a lot of people that's what I want to say as well. I want to try and raise awareness about this thing, you know, because there's loads of people dealing with these kind of things and they're not talking because they think nobody will understand.
Yeah.
And that was my case. I wasn't speaking. I was just like, I don't know what's happening.
Do you think people are gonna, like, look at you?
Yeah, funny, like. Yeah. But the joke is, I've tried to talk to people about it and they're just like, fix up, man. But it's not a thing where you can tell me to fix up, you know, like that, fam. You can't just. It's a thing where you have to reset your whole way of thinking, because anxiety makes your brain think in a way that every little thing that's happening is danger. So you can sit down there, and because it takes every little, say if you get a pain in your chest, fam, you think, oh, I'm having a heart attack. It leads a panic, causes a panic attack.
Yeah.
That's what happens, fam. It's a weird process, but I've kind of, but because I'm, as I said, because I'm outside of that now, and I'm kind of past it, I kind of get the few flurries of it here and there, but other than that, it's kind of behind me. But because I'm past it, I can look back and say, right, that's what was happening.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. This is why I tweet about it, and people will message me like, right, I didn't know you've been through that. Oh, right. Even the fans that listen to my music and that, they'll be like, I didn't know you were dealing with that, man. I feel like I can connect to you properly now. I'm like, yo, just talk, innit? You never know, fam. A conversation can do a lot, fam. People don't realize this, but like talking and just even a tweet, fam.
Yeah.
Let somebody know that you're going through what they're going through.
Yeah, it can help people.
It can help, fam.
Some people will be kind of in the darkness, even though they're surrounded by people. They may still be in their own darkness, but if they know that somebody else is going through a similar thing to them, you know, it shows them a little bit of light that they can get through it.
True, fam.
Is again, I mean, not to keep coming back to this, but losing two people again so young, does that make you feel like, now that you're out of the anxiety stage, that you need to live your life and, like, make the most out of what you've still got? Yeah,
of course. And I've got a son that is looking at me. I know that he's, you know, when babies go through that stage when they're copying what you do, he's at that stage.
Yeah.
So I can't be sitting down there, and he picks up on vibes. I think all babies do.
They do.
But he picks up on vibes, so I can't be sitting down there like this, because he'll look at me, and I did it the other day, fam. Like, I looked at him and I just pretended to cry just to see what he'd do. Bam, he started bawling, and I was like, whoa. I was like, I'm joking, like, calm down.
Yeah.
So that made me think, okay, he's really looking at me and looking and seeing what, okay, I don't even, you ever think that they know that you're the parents?
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know, fam, because I was thinking, does he know?
Even if they don't, they're like, if you're there all the time, they're mimicking you. You're their role model. So whatever, as you've already said, no matter whatever you're doing, facially or physically or whatever, they're like, okay, I need to copy that. So it's interesting that you've said that you kind of wanted to fix up because you don't want to see, you don't want your child to see you like looking down or whatever, and them kind of picking that.
Yeah, definitely don't want him to do that. Don't want him to do that. Don't want him to look at me and be like, oh, why is he moving like this? Because you don't know what they're thinking about, fam. Even though they're so young, they're still thinking, and their brains are still doing a lot of ticking, so you don't even know what they're thinking. So I'm not trying. Every time I see him, fam, I smile anyway because he just makes me smile. So it's one of them ones. But I try harder. I try and do things more. Just think, yo, anxiety can beat you if you let it, fam. That's the be all and end all. It will beat you if you let it. If you just sit down in your house and just think, oh, you're done, bro. Like there's no point in you even fronting and making out like, oh, it's nothing, because it's got you in your yard sitting down, fam. It's something, and you need to face it. So I definitely do try and live my life now. Definitely. I go out more. I think to myself, yo, can't be sitting down in my yard worried about having a panic attack because I'm outside. That's dead. I'm going out. Straight, fam. It's like you have to deal with like the person.
You have to face it head on. It is something that you, like I said, you do have a choice of whether you want to live your life or let it live your life.
True, fam.
And it sounds like you're taking control, which is it's important, definitely important. And there's people out there that, again, that might be going through a similar thing to you and maybe don't have the right mechanics to deal with it the way you are, but maybe they can see that there's some strength out there to do that. Have you put any of this in the music now that you're making music again? Have you used that as like a therapy or a way to channel it?
There's a song that I made called This Lane. I made that song. Wow, I wrote that song like a year and a half ago.
Is it that old?
Yeah, fam.
I played it on radio only about three.
Serious?
Yeah, I told you.
Oh yeah, you told me something and I missed it.
I'm glad you mentioned that song, but carry on, explain it.
I wrote the song about a year and a half ago, and it was that time because I wrote it a couple of weeks after my friend passed away. So it was because he passed away in 2014. Yeah, it was just about a year and a half now, fam. So I wrote that song while I was going through the anxiety, but I didn't know it was anxiety. I was dealing with all that, and then I wrote the song, and listening to it now, I think, whoa, fam, I was talking about a lot, fam. Like I actually,
you can feel it.
Yeah, like I would just whoosh, let it out. Wasn't no holding back. I spoke about things that were bothering me. Spoke about things that I wasn't happy about. Everything that was making me feel that way, basically, I just put it into music. And at first, because I didn't write to a beat, I literally just wrote it. And then I heard a beat. I think it's a T-Pain beat. I think T-Pain vocaled it first. I think, but I heard his song and then I said, "Yo, that will sound heavy over this," And I said, "Okay, then cool." So then I just slapped it and it just worked, fam. It just gelled together so well. The timing of it was perfect.
Yeah.
The beat, the way it came up and came down with what I was saying, it was like, bruv, this is perfect. So I did that. But yeah, I put it all into that, and that kind of helped me. That kind of made me realize what was going on with me. Because when I listen to it now, I think, raw, fam, you was in a very mad state, fam. Listen to what you're saying. Yeah, fam, no holds barred. I was just going.
Like I said, you can feel it, you can hear it, but you can feel it. Like, music's the sound of emotions, isn't it?
Yeah.
That song particularly is why I jumped into your DMs. I was like, yo, let's talk about this song, because that hit me straight away. I could feel exactly what you're going through. You put it through the music. Have you had, I think I found it on you, I think it's on your SoundCloud. Have you had any fans reach out to you about that song and how maybe it's affected them, etc.?
Yeah, people tell me it helps them and that. Thinking, how? I'm talking about stuff I'm going through, but it helps them, again, it helps them because somebody else is going through it, so they know they're not alone. And that's the biggest problem. People feel like they're alone in it. They feel like they're alone, that's why they feel like they can't deal with it. But once I put the song out, because I wasn't going to put it out, but it's going to be on
the EP. Good. Yeah, good.
It's going to be on the EP. But I wasn't going to put it out because I thought it's too personal, fam. But then I said, no, fam, this is what I do, bro. Put that out.
Yeah.
Put it out. Didn't really think anything of it. People was tweeting me, yo, what's this? And I thought, wow. But yeah, people have been coming to me saying, yo, the song's sick. Like, it proper helps and it makes them see me in a different light. Even people that know me day in and day out, fam. They know Jerome, not Romey, fam. Like, these men are like, bro, what's going on, fam? I didn't even know that's what you was dealing with like that. It's done a lot, fam. It's done a lot.
You said about, it being personal, maybe not wanting to go so personal.
Yeah.
what kind of makes you? Because it's a very honest song.
Yeah.
It's a very honest song, and that's what I took from it. It's a very honest song. What makes you be so fearless to be able to say, you know what? I'm gonna let that one go and let people in to essentially what's going on in your brain.
Basically, because this is just me being honest. I do that, I rap like that because nobody else is doing it, fam. Because I feel like people are scared that people are gonna think, oh, my man's soft. Why are you talking like that for? That's dead, fam. Like, if you are so concerned with what people are thinking, you need to stop making music like that. Then you need to stop making music, or stop doing whatever you're doing, because people are gonna, judge you no matter what you do, fam. Either way, so
you may as well.
I just rap the honesty, because I think, how come nobody? I know that it's not just money and girls out here, fam. Come on, bro. Let's be real. Yeah. It's not just money and girls out here. Let's talk about something that everybody goes through, innit?
Yeah.
It's a bit like my storyteller. That's why I think that kind of took off the way it did, because people was like, whoa, how come no one's... And how come man call me the realest person because I'm rapping how I feel, fam? That's weird. Yeah, that means that people are not talking, or they're not being as honest as they should be. Yeah. Or they're trying to glam up their life when it's really, really not that day in and day out. Instead of just picking the ups, I kind of put the downs out there as well, just to let them know, like, and to let people know me a bit more, because I'm not really a talkative person unless I take to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not really a talkative person unless I take to you. So through that, it's just like letting people know this is what I'm like. I do go through this. I am human. I do bleed red blood. It's normal stuff, fam.
Do you think there's it's interesting you said about people glamming their lives up, and obviously we're in the Instagram generation where people do that a lot.
Yeah.
Both, you know, with pictures, videos and music. Do you feel like there's too much of that and people should just kind of...
It's too much of that. It's way too much of that. It's weird. It's weird. Instagram will make you think everybody's rich. Everybody, fam. Like, you're thinking, raw. I'm following bare ballers. What's going on?
Yeah.
But when it comes to time to spend money, nobody wants to spend money. So it's like, what is really going on, fam? I just don't like the fabrication of everything, fam. It's weird. Everyone's became materialistic way too much, fam. It's just like, yo, come on now. It's ridiculous, fam. But I think it's happening. It's getting out of hand now, isn't it?
It looks that way. Like, you know, you got obviously the fake money, contour makeup, though. It's that the other thing.
Fam, don't even get started on the makeup thing, fam. God, girls are out here looking like somebody else, bro. No, I don't. Nah, fam. Let's not go there, because I don't understand how you're standing up there for 3 hours putting on makeup. For what reason?
Looking like a different person, as well, like literally.
Deception at its finest, fam. What do you mean? You go to a club with a girl. You go to a club, you see a girl, you draw her back, fam. You take her home, you wake up, and you're like, yo. Nah, fam. You're gonna want to elbow that, bro. Like, what are you doing? But everyone, each to their own in it, fam. Like, I don't agree with it, but if that's what girls are into, fam, don't let them do that, innit?
Going back to the music a second, how did you get into music? Like, what made you say, I'm Romey, I'm now gonna rap? What made you do that? What inspired you to do so?
It happened when I was proper young, fam. You know, what's that song called? You know Tupac's tune? Is it Broken Wings? What's the tune called?
Yeah. From I know which one you're talking about.
Is it All Eyes on Me?
Yeah. No, it's not. It's the one. It came out after he died. It's the one with him. His torso is half naked on the cover. I know which one you're talking about.
That tune, fam. Yeah. Made me want to do music.
Yeah.
When I was very young, and I used to sit down. I used to put my headphones on, and I used to write his lyrics out. Don't ask me why. A lot
of interviews are done. A lot of MCs say they started off by
using someone else. Yeah, fam. I used to write his lyrics out, and then I used to like rap it, and then I thought to myself, nah, I can do this myself. But obviously I was young then, and I used to just chat rubbish, like talk about stuff I'm not doing.
Yeah.
You know, like that, fam. Proper exaggerating everything. But then I did that up until about the age of 15, 16, I think. 16, I kind of started to, because I was actually experiencing stuff, I started to touch on stuff that I was actually active in and whatever. And then I kind of stopped. But then it was Depz that was like, yo, because I knew Depz from the ends in it, so it wasn't even a thing where me and him was cool through music. He just kind of drew me back into it.
Yeah.
So he said to me, yo, you need to show people you can do this, I'm thinking, no, I'm not really on that, man. I said, you know what I'm on, bro, I'm not doing that. Nah, man, come. And then, what tune was it called? Ain't Gonna Stop That. We did that.
Yeah.
And he forced me to do that, fam. I was kind of pissed with him still. I'm not gonna lie, because he said, oh, drop my studio, so come. Went to the studio, he's there talking about, it's your turn. Huh? What do you mean, bro? Come on, man, do your verse. I'm like, fam, I'm not doing no...
Stuck it on you.
Stuck it on me, fam, so I had to. So then I thought, okay, cool. And people kind of received it well, so I was like, okay, cool. Then I didn't do nothing after that. Then he made me do the struggle tune. And then that was that. Did the struggle tune, and then I said to myself, right, then cool, this seems like it's taking off. And then when after the struggle tune, he passed. So then I was like, don't know what to do. But then I said, you know what? I'm gonna try it. I'm just gonna try a thing.
Yeah.
Then I did. Then it just took off from there, fam. Just took off from there.
Is it more so, again, a thing where you know that he wanted you to do it and saw the talent in you to be able to do it, so you're like, you know, I have to kind of, if Depz wanted me to do it, I kind of have to make something.
Yeah, because I think he didn't really rate anyone, to be honest. If he rated you, then he was like, bro, I said, how you rate him? So for him to be coming to me saying, yo, randomly as well, it made me think, okay, I need to try at least, just to say I did, innit? You can't say to me, oh, you didn't even try and you was good at it as well. I'm not trying to hear that, so I just said, okay, then cool, let me just try it. And I just went from there, fam. To be honest, yeah.
So you say you look at me, you look at like art.
Yeah.
Does that inspire you musically? Who else, you know, is there any artists, not just, you know, paying artists or whatever, is there any musical artists that inspire you musically?
Yeah, there's a few still. There's a few artists that inspire me, but they inspire me for different reasons. Like, I rate, who am I gonna say? See, Kendrick Lamar, fam. You see, his wordplay is crazy, fam.
Yeah.
Wordplay is crazy. J. Cole, I like his honesty, fam. Like, he's honest. And then you got Drake, he's just wavy, fam.
Yeah.
Anything he makes is just like wham, bam, bam. It's like, mad. How is he so consistent, fam? But it's because he's in touch with what's going on.
Yeah, he is.
So
I don't think there's any rapper that's so in touch with the current generation.
They're not, fam. Like,
I don't think there's anybody that's that in tune with what's going on.
There's raw not, fam. There's actually not. And then there's like UK artists that I rate Gets, because he's raw. Like, just say some out of the world stuff and you think, bro, fam, what's going on?
Yeah.
And then who else is there? And then there's Chip, because I really rate his lyrical ability. And all of them together is just one big inspiration, fam, because I know a lot of artists do it, they pick from different people and what makes them great, and then they'll put it in their mixing bowl and they're like, bam, this is what I'm gonna do then.
Have you done that yourself?
A little bit. I've tried not to, though. I try not to listen to anybody else so I don't sound like anybody else.
Yeah.
Because that's what happens a lot of the time. This is why when you were just talking about the whole Rebo thing.
Yeah. Off camera.
Yeah, it's because that person's probably listening to that person a lot.
Yeah.
So,
and you can tell though. I could tell with that person. That other person is their favorite artist.
Yeah. So you just think to yourself, okay, don't try. You listen, but don't take it in too much, because then it might make you start thinking, yeah, I need to do that. Then nah, man, you need to do what you need to do. So yeah, but inspiration-wise, yeah, everyone does that though. They'll take from people they rate and say, okay, this makes him sick, that makes him sick. Okay, I'm gonna do this and that like that. And then they come out and they're their own person. I feel like even the man that are up, even the Americans, they do it.
Yeah, they take
from each other, and
each other. Some of them take from us.
Yeah, definitely take from us.
You can hear like a lot of influences now in US music from the UK.
Yeah, but yeah, there's a lot of inspiration. There's loads of people that inspire me. There's loads of people that inspire me, but I can't sit down here and reel them all off.
Yeah.
But there is a lot, even closer to home.
Anybody that you want to collab with? Actually, before I cut you, even closer to home, like, you know, any names in particular?
Reload.
Yeah.
Fam.
Reload is an amazing...
Bro, amazing is the word, fam. Yeah. I don't understand how he's so slept on.
He'll get his time, though.
He will. He definitely will.
Stay consistent. He'll get his time.
But he's very sick. Very, very sick. Like, I can listen to a Reload verse and think, I need to write. His combo with the cabbie. that made me want to write my plug to him. I was sitting there listening to it. I said, I need to rap. Not like him, but it's made me want to write.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a few. Even Saf. I rate Saf for how he's moving, fam. Like, he's just dominant, fam.
Yeah.
He's just mad.
Yeah, definitely.
Mad. That she got someone from Brom tune. And he's like, yo.
And that's one of the first, apart from, I'd say, let's go back, Stay Fresh, I Hear You, and then you got Straight Up. And then before that, you got Triller.
Yeah.
It's one of the first, like, real hits that's come out from
true, fam.
in a long time.
So yeah, Saf, I rate him for his, like, just the way he's moving. Rate it. I rate him musically as well, but with it, he's moving different. It's just weird, like, he's doing stuff that no one from Brom has really done on a different level. Who else is there? I'm trying to think. Fricks. I think Fricks is very sick, fam. I think he's very, very sick. There's loads of man. There's loads of men that are just so talented. Some men don't want to though. They're just like, oh no, because some people think it's just too much. But there's loads of people that inspire me, fam. I can't really think of so much, man. But there is a few people.
Do you think, because you just mentioned that some people think it's just too much? Do you think there's I think this. I don't know. I'll be straight up. I do think this. But do you think there's a kind of a in the back of people's minds, in Brum artists especially, that they may not really make something out of music? Like, there's a kind of like, I'm going to do this music thing, but you ain't really going to turn it into anything.
100%, fam. Who's there to look at from Brum to say he's made it?
Yeah.
For them to think, yeah, I can do it. But that's them letting their fear control it instead of letting their hope control it. It's just the way it is. I think people think like that naturally. They think, oh no, I'm scared. And they let it hold them back instead of thinking, I'm scared, but on this, I'm doing it. A lot of people think like that. But yeah, there's a lot of that. People just think, nah, I'm not. What's the point in doing this? It's not gonna happen. I'm better off doing this, so I'm better off doing that. And I think that if you got, there's nothing wrong with trying.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with trying. At least you can say, I tried, fam, and nothing happened. But I think everybody gets their moment. Everyone gets their moment. You just have to put yourself in people's faces. And some people don't have the time to do it, or they just think, oh, that's long.
Yeah.
But it's understandable, fam, because it is kind of a demanding.
It takes time.
Demanding.
It takes time. It puts, if being involved in music is going to be the thing you want to do in life, you do have to really put a lot of other things to the side or on hold or whatever. I mean, look at Lady Leisha, for instance. I've known of her and done stuff with her since like 2004, 5.
Serious?
Yeah, Leisha's been around for a long time, and literally last year finally got the pop, and that's 10 plus years. She's been doing it for, so it can be a while before you get your kind of your shine, but you stay consistent and stay with it.
It will happen.
It will.
It will happen.
Is there anybody that you want to like collab with in particular that you haven't done already?
I would love to work with Saf. Love to work with what's his name? Is in Stay Fresh?
Menace.
Is it Menace?
Don Mena. I knew.
Fam, him, fam. He's sick, fam.
I can tell, cause I know you two make some amazing music.
Fam, he's sick,
I know that already.
He's sick, fam. I was taking, because I don't really go and look for people.
Yeah.
I think you posted something and I listened to it and I was like, bro, this kid is hard, fam. And I tweeted him saying, you're hard.
Yeah.
So I'm not afraid to tell people I rate them, fam. Some men don't like it because they think their fans are gonna see and they're gonna be like, oh, are you gonna take my fans?
Yeah.
What are you doing, bro? Come on, man. It's weird, but yeah. Domina, Saf, Domina, me and JK have been talking about making music for a minute. But I'd like to do that. Just to do something different. I'd like to work with, who's there, man? There's a few people. Temper's another one. I'd love to work with Temper because I think that we'd make a banger.
Yeah.
I think we'd make a banger. Who else is there? And Yates, but Yates is someone else I'd want to work with as well. But we're already in talks with that. There's a lot of music that's been, in the process of being made, but then it's like,
it's the right time. It's all the right time.
But yeah,
scheduling.
There's a few people, I can't think of everyone's name right now, fam. But there is a few people that I think, I listen to and I think, yeah, if we did a tune, it's long. But it's just time, innit? And some men, I don't know, I don't know what it is, fam, but some men are just, they feel like they don't want to do the collab because, again, it's the fan thing. They think that you're going to take their fans or something like that. Even with this whole, it's everything, anything, no, I'm not giving.
Or the retweets or...
all that stuff, fam. Like,
posting things up,
it's
etc.
weird, fam. It's just weird because why is this scene, we should be looking at each other like we're supposed to be helping each other.
Yeah.
But instead of looking back, thinking who can I bring up, they're looking up like who's gonna bring me up. You know what I'm trying to say, fam? Like, man, just I don't know. But
I think there's a lot of that in particular the kind of the Birmingham scene.
100%.
Where there should be a bit more collaboration.
100%.
A bit more support between each other, and I think it would bring the whole thing up if more people were to do that. Yeah,
people will take all of us seriously, fam, because people are probably outside of us looking at us like, them man don't even chat to each other. Why you can't take that serious?
Yeah.
They're not even supporting each other. How are we going to take you lot seriously?
Yeah.
I feel like that's the case a lot because it's just even from me being here and looking at it thinking, what the hell is this about? It's just weird, fam.
It's interesting you say that because you know how people say that you need to believe in yourself first before anybody else will believe in you. I guess even collectively it needs to be a thing that people can look at and say,
very true, fam.
Whoa, that's something I need to get involved with because them not killing it up there. Like, you know, that's it.
Yeah.
And kind of draw people into the energy. I think it will happen. It's just going to take
a while.
People to sit in the same room maybe and just talk and then feel things out, etc.
But I don't know. I suppose that there's a few things that have happened that some people are just like, no, not happening. But it's understandable because when people start dying and that, it's a different story. You know what I'm trying to say? But if it's not that, and you got no other reason,
you can stuff you can get past.
Come on, bro. Let's stop being silly. Let's grow up now, innit?
Yeah.
That's what's the time. It's 2016, fam. What the hell? Come on, man. Man needs to start thinking about their future, fam, instead of just holding on to stuff, fam. It's just weird, fam.
And the thing is as well, in the stage we're at with the UK music thing, is I've been saying to people a lot, is like I feel like 2015 was the year that the grime scene turned into the grime industry, to a place where, you know, money is starting to come in and all that kind of stuff. And if anybody taking it seriously, and I feel like there's starting to be like a lot of money out there. Not that you should be doing it for the money.
Yeah.
But if you are taking it seriously and you know, have things formulated in the right way, that you can begin to make an actual, you know, career out of this, or at least something that you could use as a secondary income. Are you looking at things like, are you taking things seriously on the planning and the business aspects of things also?
Not so much on the business side. I'm just focused on the music at the moment. When I've got the music there, that's when I'll start thinking about what I'm gonna do with it business-wise. But I ain't got the time to think about it from both sides of the field.
Yeah, it's difficult to do at the same time.
It's a bit hard. It's too much to think about. It's two different kind of things.
It's two sides of the brain. Like literally, it's two sides of the brain.
Yeah,
right brain. There's two different areas.
It's like, bam, do the music. Okay, cool. Sit down, and obviously have the people that I talk to me and say, okay, you should do this or you should do that, or I'd come to you and say, yo, Despa, what do you reckon I should do? But until I think I need to build my fan base first, but a lot. I feel like I need to do a lot and show people that, okay, I'm serious this time around, and then I'll start thinking about, you know, making money from it. Yeah. But at the moment, I'm not really fussed about making money from music. I just enjoy making music.
Just build. It's important. You mentioned at the start of the interview there's things that you wanted to say that that you don't think anybody else is saying, and I want to know, what are these? What do you want to say that you feel needs to be said?
I think I've kind of touched on it with the whole people just acting like they don't want to do this because of stupid reasons, fam. Like, I can understand, because I've been in the predicament of somebody doing something to one of my people and then having a bad outcome. I can understand that you don't want to fuck with them people again, fam. Like, nah, not even, it might just be an on-site every time I see you kind of thing. I understand that, but if it's a thing where you shush your pride, got you feeling like, oh nah, don't want to collab with my man because my maybe's a little bit better than me, and what if he takes my fans? Fam, that's stupid, fam. That's ridiculous, and there's a lot of man thinking about it, thinking like it as well. A lot of man, because I hear man talking about other people.
See?
So I know, fam, fam, it's real talk. I hear man talking like that.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking that they're not talking about me.
Yeah.
Because if I sit here right now and say, yo, I'm gonna punch up everyone in this room, you're not gonna sit there and say he's not talking about me. You know what I'm trying to say, fam? It's one of the ones. So I just think man needs to just kind of either address situations and keep it moving, or stop holding onto it. It's pointless, fam. It's pointless, and let's get it moving now. Let's get started. Let's put that stuff away and let's start playing with some new toys now, innit? Because this is getting boring. Honestly, fam, this whole division in Brum is...
Like, it is too much. There's a lot of things that can't happen because of the divisions in certain areas and whatever, for whatever reasons they're whether they're valid or not. But it still is this thing that is kind of holding it back. I feel like collaboration is one of those things that naturally, organically grow something. I don't think you can lose fans.
Yeah.
You can, unless you do something stupid or you end up making like crap music. But you can. It all just builds. You add each of us fan bases to each of us fan bases and start to share, and it will work. So I'm glad that you're kind of thinking that way.
I don't think that's what I'm saying. I don't think people are thinking that way. They're not thinking it's gonna help. They're thinking it's gonna hurt.
You're gonna hurt them.
So I don't know. I just wish people would stop thinking like that. Not even for my sake, fam. I'm talking about the whole of Birmingham. Like, it's just the division is people even from outside say, you Birmingham man are the only people that are still holding on to that old stuff, and I'm like, what do you mean? Like,
yeah, seriously.
That's what man have said to me from outside. They say, you like the whole undercare. I know the postcode thing's not big in Birmingham anymore, but some people are still doing that. And even people say to me, Birmingham people are the only people that still do that stuff, and I'm like, I'm talking about older people, not the younger ones, because the younger ones have got something to prove. They're the ones that are trying to get stripes and let man know I'm on it.
That's naturally, that's coming of age. That's
a natural one, but the older man, they're saying, yo, fam, look at the olders in London. They're from here. Nothing stopping them from working with each other. Like, it's just maybe some men have got issues, but that's because of it's deeper than rap, fam. It's not a thing where I just don't want to work with you because I want you from there. Them man are thinking, let's get this money, bro. Look, what? That's what it should be here. Everyone wants to talk about money, but what are you really doing to make it? I just think that it's a stupid thing. I don't think it's really wise for man to be still holding on to old stuff if it's not something that's going to help you in the long run. It's dead now. Let's grow up. I
like that. That's an interesting perspective, and one that I hope more people take on and kind of help to push things forward. I'm going to ask you the final question I always ask people is, where do you see yourself in 3 to 5 years? What can we expect from you and your vision in 3 to 5 years?
3 to 5 years. Oh boy, so 3 to 5 years. Well, I'd like to be in a way better financial position than I'm in. As in, it's okay for me to have that amount of money, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I'd like to be in a position of that, and I like to be comfortable.
Yeah.
I like to be comfortable. I like for everyone around me to be happy, and hopefully no more losses, fam. That's what I like. But music-wise, I hope to be in a better position than I'm in, and I hope to by then it's kind of like not taking off, but I'd rather do the slow burning than to
quick to rise, quick to fall.
Yeah,
so it's better to work slowly.
So I'd like to be in a nice position, fam, like a nice position where it's a thing where I don't even have to kind of, how can I explain it? Where you don't have to introduce yourself no more. I like to be in that position.
Yeah.
I'd like to be in that position.
All right, Rose, thank you for coming in.
No problem,
I
brother.
appreciate the conversation. I'm Despa Robinson. You've been watching Meet the Artists on BA3, and I will see you next time.